Alright guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about kindergarten curriculum. This is part of my getting ready for our homeschool year, and so part of that is I need to actually make a decision on what curriculum I want to use for my kindergartner. Now, I did already put out my curriculum pick video for my kindergartner, which I will link up here and down below in the description. But if you actually watch that video or go back and watch it, I was not very confident in some of the picks that I was choosing. Some things I'm still 100% on, but I think like the main overall curriculum is kind of what I'm struggling with. So let's recap. If I can remember, I haven't rewatched that video, but let's go through. I think I know what I said in that video. So for math, we were trying out The Good and the Beautiful's kindergarten math. We actually started it at like halfway through his preschool year. My son is very good with math. And so he's about halfway already through The Good and the Beautiful kindergarten. It's fine. I just know long term, I don't love The Good and the Beautiful curriculum. So I'm not like super tied to it. So that's an option. I also bought The Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level 1, but I'm really not a fan of their language arts at any level. And so I was like, oh, it sounds great. I will say I've never done their kindergarten language arts. I've done their preschool, their kindergarten prep. I've done level 1, 2, 3, and 4, but never kindergarten, which I don't know how I never have done kindergarten. I think when we started homeschooling, I had just pulled my middle daughter. She was she was like halfway in her kindergarten year. And so I think we just moved up to level 1, but I don't remember ever using their kindergarten level. There's just something in me that I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, you know, you don't enjoy this. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I just don't think it's the best curriculum. I think it's very gentle, which may be great for some. But I also think it doesn't go in depth enough, and I don't feel confident using it. So I have a child that like I need to, you know, he's my first kid that has been 100% homeschooled, no other intervention. And I don't think that's the best program to start him on. So that is something I already know, like I bought it and I'm like, I don't see us using that. So there's that. We are using Sunlight's kindergarten science, and I absolutely love it. I actually just did a whole review on it. We had already been using it again halfway through his preschool year. It's working really great. It's a great program. It's not stressful. We, you know, do a complete week of their activities in like a day or two. And so that is something I see sticking around because he really enjoys it and it's working really well for us. So that one I'm pretty sure we're keeping. Handwriting, I don't know what I said for handwriting in that video. I do believe I bought The Good and the Beautiful's handwriting, which again, I'm not a fan of. So I don't know what mindset I was in. I think they were having a sale and I just wanted to buy stuff. I will not be using The Good and the Beautiful handwriting for him. I'm actually going to be using a program called the Denialian program method. It teaches them manuscript, but in a better way for transitioning to cursive, which I really like. Ultimately, I will see us using Zaner Blosser. I really like the Zaner Blosser handwriting, but I do believe the Denialian method at younger ages is going to prepare him better for that. So we are switching handwriting to that. Now here's where I'm like kind of stuck with. I've been working with Moving Beyond the Page. You guys know I love Moving Beyond the Page curriculum. I have used the level 7 to 9, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. I think I'm remembering those like tiers correctly. So I've used the older levels and I really like them. Well, because I've been working with Moving Beyond the Page, I have, you know, some age levels that I haven't seen before, including their 5 to 7 level. They also have a 4 to 5 level. Honestly, I think my son is like right in between the levels. I feel like he might be bored with the 4 to 5 level and a little bit past that, but I also feel like the 5 to 7 level may be a little bit too much for him. So I'm still reviewing it. Like obviously I feel like I know a lot about the 5 to 7 program because I've been literally living and breathing it and making tons of videos on it, but until you're like doing it day to day, you don't really know. And so I'm like 90% sure that's what we're switching to. I'm 90% sure I will be using the full 5 to 7 program from Moving Beyond the Page for him, which would include all the subjects. So it would include their combined, which is language arts, science, and social studies. Those three are combined. They learn all of those subjects together in lessons, and it's literature based. And then they have their math program and they have their reading program. And so even though I feel like I was just doing a video actually on it and like going through the prerequisites, he really does for the most part meet all like their recommendations before starting it. He needs to practice handwriting a little bit more, but besides that, I feel like he'll be okay. So that is like really where I'm leaning towards. But you know, there's part of me that is like, you know, I've heard great things about All About Reading, level 1 for like reading. He's doing really great with the Bob's books and the Bob workbooks. So I'm like, do I just keep it simple and use that? But you know, that's not me either. So I don't know. I'm heavily like, cause I'm around the Moving Beyond the Page. Like it's all in front of me right now. You guys can't see it. And I really do like what they have created. And I know long term, like I like their program. So I guess that's where I'm just like, do I start him now or should I just wait? Should I keep doing what we're doing and really solidify some of his skills the first half of his kindergarten year, and then in January, like through our midpoint, then start the 5 to 7 age level? That is the beauty of homeschooling. I don't have to start a curriculum at the beginning of the homeschool year. I can do it halfway, which tends to work better for him. You know, his milestones aren't necessarily like in fall. He's, you know, right after the new year is normally where I see like a big change in him. His birthday is in December, and so he'll be turning 6 in December. And so, you know, that's, I guess, where I'm like, do I just start out easier and really practice in, you know, the handwriting, the reading skills? I don't know. That's where I'm at. So I feel like I want to go through a couple lessons with him in the various subjects and kind of see where he's at and how he's feeling about everything, and just see if it works, you know, for our day to day. We could also just, you know, start it and go slower than the recommended path and kind of use it over his kindergarten and first grade year. We could definitely do that as well. I really like their math program, and I think he's really going to like their math program. So for math, I'm pretty confident in it. I really like their reading program too. I think it's a really solid reading program. I guess it's kind of the language arts combined subjects that I'm like, is this gonna work for him? So that is something that I'm gonna be looking at over the next week, because we need to figure it out. We gotta figure out what we're using for him. Someone else recommended Math Mammoth to me. Mammoth Math? I feel like I still need to watch some review videos on it. You know, ultimately, if I'm going to be honest, he will be doing Saxon math starting in 3rd grade. And so it's really for kindergarten through 2nd. I'm like, what is the best program for him? And I really do like what I see with Moving Beyond the Page. It's very hands-on. There's literature involved. It's very like conceptual based. It's, you know, I have a whole box of over 50 like manipulatives that he really enjoys using. So again, that's really what I'm leaning towards. But then at that point, I will be using 3 different Moving Beyond the Page levels with all 3 of my kids. My 6th grader at 6th grade, Moving Beyond the Page is independent. Well, 5th and 6th grade is where it becomes independent. So she will be pretty independent on her own doing her stuff. My 4th grader, it's not independent, but she's an independent child. So for the most part, I think we'll be able to handle that balance. And then again, for my son, I've already kind of, you know, needed to be helping him. So I think we can do it. I don't really think there's going to be a benefit of using a different curriculum. We're still in the same boat across everything. So yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, if you've been around, you know me, you know my mentality about things. And so I think it just like makes sense to use Moving Beyond the Page. I think I was trying to go the easy route with The Good and the Beautiful because it seems easy and it seems like everything will be good, but I just know deep down, like I just don't love that curriculum, and because I'm starting from scratch, I want my son to have like the best foundations, and I really want to like hone in on his strengths, which is math, which is hands-on activities. He does enjoy reading books, and so it seems like moving beyond the page might be the right answer. So leave me your thoughts down below, your comments. I'm getting this video up because I really do want to hear your thoughts and comments. Sometimes just talking aloud, talking through things helps. I have to make the decision soon, and so let me know what you all think, and then I will be sharing updated curriculum pick videos soon in the next coming weeks, just to recap, just so you don't have to go back and watch old videos if you don't want to. I'll probably do them all in one video, just summarize, you know, everything that my kids are using. And exciting, we're going to be starting school soon. So yeah, I thought I would actually be able to like make a decision in this video, but that didn't happen. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you're struggling with choosing a curriculum, what your pros and cons are, why are you hesitant or not. And thanks for watching today's video. We'll chat soon, guys. Bye.